It is Thursday, 3rd October. Good morning. This is Mervin Hanley at THG News Today right here on the THG Networks channel. It's good to be in your company this morning. Of course, you know that the news is powered by Carl & Son's Unique Bakery on the island of St. Maarten, with 3 locations on the island in Colbay, on the Ponfill, and at the St. Maarten Medical Center. Let me say good morning to the management and staff of Carl & Son's Unique Bakery. Also, Feezes on Nevis, and we have Hanley's Plumbing Service. If this is your first time here on this channel, we welcome you. Thank you for joining us today. And we always ask that before you leave here, we encourage you to subscribe to our network's channel so that you do not miss any news, information, weather, entertainment, politics, commentary, whatever it is. Let me give you the heads up, okay? There are times it's just not straight news, because sometimes I see comments on here that say, hey, you're giving news, but you're also giving commentary. What is this? Isn't it news you're supposed to be giving? No, not all the time. We will give news, and if there is an opinion or a commentary on a matter, we will be so guided. Yeah? So it's news and commentary at any given day. Not every day, but on any given day. So now, with that said, let's begin the news this morning. The latest legal pressure on P. Diddy, a man who once bestrode the American pop culture, but who has long been dogged by accusations of violent abuse of women, and who is now sitting in jail on criminal charges. The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world, according to Texas-based attorney Tony Busby, who announced plans by 120 people, including 25 minors, to take civil action. And according to him, the wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Combs was indicted last month on 3 criminal counts that alleged that he sexually abused women and coerced them into drug-fueled sex parties using threats and violence. Allegations have been building against the Grammy Award-winning artist since last year, when singer Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, alleged Combs subjected her to more than a decade of physical assault and drugs and a 2018 rape. At a press conference in Houston, attorney Busby said that more than 3,000 people had come forward with allegations against P. Diddy, and he appealed for anyone else who might have been a victim to come forward. He said much of the abuse P. Diddy and the members of his entourage are alleged to have carried out followed a pattern. One individual, who was 22 years at the time she was assaulted, said, "When you were handed a drink and now we know that the drink is laced with something, if you refuse to drink it, you were kicked out of the party." Okay, you kicked out of the party, you go home. Why did you stay though? But anyway, let's continue. Busby described instances of repeated rape of teenagers allegedly carried out by P. Diddy and his associates. He said alleged abuse of minors often took place in the context of a promise of fame and fortune in the music industry. This is so sick. One boy, listen to this, who was just 9 years old at the time, was taken to New York to audition for Combs' label Bad Boy Records. This individual, the 9-year-old, was sexually abused allegedly by P. Diddy and several other people at the studio, in the promise to both of his parents and to himself of getting a record deal, Busby said. I'm not going to continue reading any more of this. We have more to go on this story, but I'm not reading it. This is just sick, crazy, unacceptable. Not even unacceptable is not even the word I want to use. This is just crazy. But of course, you know, they say you're innocent until proven guilty. But we have now 120 people are filing a civil suit against him. And then we have 3,000 people who have come forward over the past week to say what he had done to them. This man had a life of, I'm not even calling it fun. It's just messy, crazy. Let's continue with the news. Port St. Maarten is closely monitoring the ongoing United States East Coast and Gulf Coast dock workers strike, which could affect the island's supply of goods and essential items from the United States. The strike, which began at midnight on Tuesday, October 1st, is impacting 36 ports from Searsport, Maine to Brownsville, Texas. The affected ports handle about half of the United States ocean imports. The strike is causing major concern among importers and businesses in St. Maarten that rely on U.S. goods, particularly fresh produce, food products, and medical supplies. Although contingency plans have been put in place by some shippers, a prolonged strike could lead to disruptions in the flow of goods to the island. As per the Daily Herald, according to Port St. Martin's Group PSG Chief Executive Officer Alexander Gums, he has been in contact with local shipping companies and other stakeholders to assess the potential impact. while early indications suggest a minimal immediate effect on the island's supply chain due to non-unionized ports on the U.S. eastern seaboard, Gums emphasized that the situation has been closely monitored. If the strike continues, disruptions to the shipments of goods and essential items could grow. The cruise industry, a representative said earlier that there is nothing to worry about, that cruise ships will not be affected, at least Carnival cruise lines, rather. Let me say that Carnival cruise lines will not be impacted by this, at least for now. But according to Port CEO Gums, the majority of goods imported to St. Maarten are currently unaffected. But the situation could change if the strike continues for an extended period. We are advising shippers to maintain close contact with local cargo offices for updates on the situation, Gums stated. And finally, in our presentation today, of course, we're going to have words now by one of my favorite sports people. Yeah, Julien Alfred. Gold medalist Julien Alfred's remarks to her fellow St. Lucians at her homecoming celebratory concert. So here she is, just for about 2 minutes, thanking the people of St. Lucia, such a humble woman, thanking the people of St. Lucia, and then we'll wrap up the news.
St. Lucians. Wow. The support that I have been receiving from all of you means a lot to me. It means the world to me. And I'm going to try to not cry tonight. But to St. Lucia, my people, I love all of you. I thank you for the support. I thank you for the love that you showed me throughout my career. I just want to thank you for the support that I've been receiving. It's truly been motivating. Whenever I step on the line, I'm representing an entire nation that's looking at the screen. I've seen recordings, I've seen videos, I've seen pictures, and after Paris Olympics going on to the Diamond League final, I knew I had an entire nation looking up to me and looking at me. And it's truly an honor representing St. Lucia on the global stage. Whenever I step on the line, I know I'm representing an island of lovely people. And it's always an honor representing you.
Julien Alfred of St. Lucia, and of course, we wish her all the best. Yeah, that's our news for today and for this week. We'll be back with you on Monday morning, God's willing, at 6 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time for a similar presentation. Enjoy your Friday tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. Have a blessed and safe weekend. And we'll be back with you with a full news package on Monday morning. I am Mervin Hanley, and I'm wishing you an amazing weekend, everyone.
Marten Sons have been serving the people of St. Maarten for over 40 years. And the food and service get better and better. From early morning, customers flock to the bakery for their favorite sandwiches, cakes, pastries, you name it. First thing at mornings and last thing at afternoons, folks rush to Marten Sons for simply the best. There are 2 locations, Colbay and on the Pondville. In Colbay, the opening hours are Monday to Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. On Saturdays, 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Opening hours on the Pondville, Monday to Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 6:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We also cater for weddings, parties, special events, whatever the occasion. It's Marten Sons. Our staff, we are always happy to serve you. Call us today, the Colbay location, 721-544-2462. That's 721-544-2462. Or in Phillipsburg, 721-543-1059. That's 721-543-1059. It's Marten Sons Bakery. We are here to serve you. Nevis, satisfy your sweet tooth at Feaser's, the coziest spot in Charlestown, known for its mouth-watering ice cream and dal parade. We are open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come in and sample our patties, sandwiches, air-fried wings with fries, hot dogs, rotis, and now our famous smoothies, in all flavors of course. And don't forget to try the famous bus-up shut and saltfish. It's Feezes, located at the entrance to the Cotton Ginnery Mall in Charlestown, Nevis. They're also available by phone, so place your order by calling 1-869-665-2458. Don't ask about the rest, just try the best.